Good morning, everyone. This is George Chambers with Coffee Talk News at the Urban Grounds Coffee Shop, having a nice cappuccino. Thank you for the cappuccino. It's amazing. Just kind of getting moving today. I'm really excited about today. I posted something earlier this morning at 5 o'clock. I was at another coffee shop thinking about what I wanted to talk about today with you. And today's conversation is about your personal fitness. What? That's what you want me to get on board with today? Is working out? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's talk about your personal finance fitness. Where's my book at? Right here. Your savings fitness. During this time of being in this recession that we're in, and also our account value is down, it maybe is a perfect time with inflation where it's at an all-time high, 8.2%. Cost of goods for food and groceries at 13.1%. Gas at an all-time high still, even though it's at $3.45 over at the St. Pete College racetrack. You know, gas prices are coming down arbitrarily, but eventually they're going to go back up because the tax that has been postponed for 90 days is about 60 days away from coming back up to those other pre-prices that we had as far as about 45 days ago, where we were almost to the $5 mark. You know, I was talking about this last night. I was doing an educational workshop at the Tarpon Springs campus of St. Pete College in a beautiful room, the Michael and Evelyn Bilirakis building, BB212. My next event that I'm having is already sold out, believe it or not, but the one that we have availability in right now is the 30th of this month, which is a Tuesday night at 6:30. Call my office, 727-940-9536, and tell Nicole that you want to come to that workshop. We covered so much information last night. I'll post some things about it on this video later when I go back and edit it to kind of give you a feeling about it. But today, let's talk about the fitness of your retirement. But we got to talk about the $3 trillion thing I told you earlier. Are you aware that currently 401k participants have unrealized losses of over $3 trillion of all 401ks in the United States? It makes me almost want to go run for the hills and take my money out and knee-jerk reactions. But maybe that's not the right thing to do. Because what will happen is that you'll make a knee-jerk reaction, and that will be probably the worst thing you could have ever done. See, an unrealized loss on any account is if you don't touch it when it's down. A realized loss is that you've touched it when it was down and you moved it to somewhere different to put it safer, but now you've realized the losses in that account value. And we can talk about non-qualified and qualified and the difference of those two accounts, but just for this basic conversation, you want to consider carefully what you decide to do when you're taking money from an account that you have to realize a loss from to move it. Take your time, be patient. Consider the alternatives. Look at things differently. Redefine your retirement. All these things you've heard me say over the last 5 or 6 weeks now. But one of the things that was transparent last night, vivid in the conversation that we had with the clients and customers, people that were at the event, they're nervous. They're concerned. They want to know what they can do to protect themselves against this potential tsunami that happened once in 2008 to them. It took them 10 years to basically break even with their money again. Think about it. You're 45 when that happened, now you're 55, and you're thinking, maybe I'll retire one day. And now what you're doing, maybe I'll retire 10 years from today. Maybe you become a greeter at Walmart, Lowe's, or Home Depot, not because you want to, but because you have to. I have plenty of friends that are retired that went there because they wanted to be there, and I have some that are friends as well that didn't meet with me first and made a decision to do something different, and now they're looking for part-time work to offset their fixed income. I think it's sad and it's a tragedy for people that live on fixed incomes to have to make the decision between doctor appointments, gas in their car, or groceries. It's not that dire yet, and I don't think you'll get there, but it is something that I think about personally before I make a drive down to my son's school in Clearwater when I live up in Tarpon Springs area. I think to myself, what other things can I get done while I'm down there? We have the privilege of being able to do this live event with you every Friday morning and answer questions that you might have. And what I would love for you to do is keep on posting in my social media, Facebook post or my Instagram. Let me know what you want to talk about, because today's fitness that we're going to talk about is being mentally prepared for the possibility of what if. I know I've talked about this before. I know I've said this to you. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Well, maybe you come on in, get this booklet from me. I'll give it to you for free. Saving Fitness. I'll give it to you. I want you to look at it and use it as a reference guide to help you get financially fit so that you don't have to struggle with these decisions 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Let's try to avoid financial setbacks. Let's look at the personal fitness, financial fitness. Let's look at your employer fitness program. Let's look at things that will allow you to keep yourself moving and motivated to be inspired to do more and also save more. Without a plan, you know what happens. It's time to create a plan. It's time to work on your plan. Our goal is to help you stay on track, and that's what we do. And I will tell you that as I read through that book, it helped me to illuminate different things in my mind that I need to make sure I'm telling you all when we have these little coffee talk chats that we have, to the point where it's almost to the point of ad nauseum, because you need to know this stuff, and I don't know who's telling you. I'd like for you to come to my event on the 30th. It's going to fill up, I know. We have 3 more events in September. It's on my website, CoffeeTalkNews.com. You can see what dates are available, and you can make sure that you can attend by simply calling the office and talking to Nicole, 727-940-9536. We'd love to have you there. So please, 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 take the time to take care of you. I also, I'm so proud of my team last night. Everyone that was there, everyone that was engaged in our presentation. It was a tremendous success for our clients. They got to engage me in questions that they normally don't get when we go to a dinner seminar. And the reason why at a dinner seminar, it's a totally different environment. You're there to have dinner and meet and have me tell you some things. And then what happens is that I typically stay behind and answer questions anyway. But most advisors don't do that because their goal is to set appointments. My goal is to answer questions. It's totally different. We have a totally different paradigm of how I handle things. But what you'll find at a dinner seminar is that you get to have dinner and then you get to meet with the assistant to try to schedule you an appointment. What I do is I meet with you at the seminar and I answer your questions, I answer your questions, I help you find where you're trying to get to, and now I've got to do it with some care and consideration at a 50,000 foot, because you have people that are sitting next to you that maybe you don't know and you don't want to share your personal information with. But then after I've done that and I say hi and answer a few questions all the way around of all the attendees, I take off then without saying I'm going home to kiss my kids goodnight. That's the obvious, I'm going to do that no matter what. When we talk with our clients, we talk about the pyramid of risk. Come on over, let me talk to you about that. I want you to be aware. Yeah, that's important. I'm going to look at this book here real quick because I want you to see something. And this is the workout that's worth doing. A workout worth doing. Monitor your progress. Financial planning is not a one-time process. Life, your goals, tax laws, and your financial world have a way of changing, sometimes dramatically. And every time that you have things like this that happen, don't you think that you might want to consider making sure, this book is thick, making sure that you've looked at all these things here. Come on into the office, get the book. I'm not sure why you're not here right now. I have one to give away. and have a cup of coffee with me. I'll treat.